am I the asshole for having my mom come over so I could take a shower while she watched my newborn?
What the hell is your husband?
John was so upset his voice changed. He turned into Batman.
What the hell is your husband?
Where's the
justice? Where's the justice for this mother? Yeah, nah, for real. What the hell is your partner with all this?
So you're saying no, I assume.
I'm definitely saying not the asshole. So you got to call in reinforcements for the mom to get a nice moment of peace to take a shower. That is ridiculous.
That's an assumption, John. That's an assumption or a prediction.
Well, it's an assumption or prediction that I stand by. I guarantee it. It's a fucking neglectful ass husband.
You've seen this story many times.
Way too many times on Reddit, baby.
That's fair. All right. Well, let's hop into it and see if you've been nailing every story since the first one. So I have no doubt this will be good here too. So my husband and I had a baby 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? What? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
God, boy, you better be in some sort of like, actually, I was going to say you better be on a damn business trip, but your ass should be on paternal leave at this moment. You better be, your limbs better be fucking missing at this point. Like emergency that you can't be around your wife at this time. Boy.
Oh, John, it gets so much worse.
See, this is why I'm never optimistic, okay, for these fucking stories.
So she is strictly breastfed and does not, and not only does she cluster feed, but she also just finds comfort in being close to me. I don't know what cluster feed means. That is me being an ignorant man, I assume, but...
me and you both, brother.
Okay. Someone let us know what that means, please.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Therefore, there's not much I can do without her, and more often than not, I'm completely okay with that. But one thing this does mean is that I don't get to shower by myself. I've showered once by myself since having her, and it only lasted long enough for me to soap up before she was crying, and my husband was bringing her into me. I think I literally had all of 2 to 3 minutes. With that said, my husband, of course, hasn't had to change his life around at all. Every day and nearly every night, he is taking 30 to 60 minute uninterrupted showers. He doesn't understand the frustration I get whenever he showers. 30 to 60 minutes is crazy.
It's wild.
Not to call anyone out that does that, but...
I do be spending time in a bathroom way too much. I am guilty of that.
I get long showers. Don't get me wrong. Like decompress.
Oh, not showers, man. Like I'd be showering like 4 or 5 minutes tops, but I'd be in the toilet like 30 minutes at least.
Okay, that's completely different. Also, I don't think that's healthy for you. I think that's how you get hemorrhoids.
Squatty potty, baby.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's the only thing that bothers me. I want to shower. I want to sit under the water and relax my muscles. But as I said, every time I've attempted, the baby starts crying and he brings her into the shower with me instead of trying to calm her down himself. And he says it's because he knows that the shower calms her down and he doesn't like crying. He doesn't like her crying. He feels bad, like it nearly makes him cry whenever she does. So I get his thought process, but it feels like a cop-out at the same time. It 100% is.
It is a cop-out.
So I called my mom and asked her to come watch the baby so I could shower and shave my legs because I've literally been attempting to shave my legs for 5 days now, and it's all patchy because I keep having the baby handed off to me. I need to self-care. My husband was home when I asked my mom to come by. I didn't tell him. She shows up and takes the baby and I go into the shower. My husband comes in at some point and asks why my mom is here, and I tell him I asked her to come by so that I could shower without the baby being handed off to me. He says, I could have watched her. Why would you do that?
Because you just go to the shower
literally
immediately.
Have multiple times given it the baby.
She got to take care of 2 crying babies.
I didn't know this guy was dumb too. Holy shit.
Golly.
So I said, every time you watch her while I shower, she ends up here with me 2 minutes of me being in here because you don't even try to calm her down. Now he thinks I'm an asshole because I never told him to keep the baby out of the shower, despite me specifically saying I want to relax and self-care multiple times. So am I the asshole?
No. And, you know, this is one bad quality about guys sometimes, right? Like sometimes you got to be completely direct with them. And
you shouldn't have a lot of
times you shouldn't have to be, right? Like, and with this situation, she is 2 weeks in, like recovering, right? So at that point, boy, you better be her servant at that, at that given time, right? And you know, like she already did the work for like the past 9 months.
Yeah.
And then the however many hours or days she was in labor, she experienced all that trauma and more, right? And we don't know the situation. Maybe she's going through like postpartum depression and all that. And maybe just the little 10, 20 minutes that she may have in the shower is like the only peace and quiet time she has because the kid is pretty much latched onto her like 24/7. So, I mean, is this their first kid together?
Yeah, I think so.
I get it, right? First kid, my guy, you probably inexperienced, but she probably is too. She's probably figuring this out as it goes, like as a mother, but you got to help your partner out. You know, like you can't just go and use your lifeline and call a friend and immediately deliver the kid to the bathroom when she's, you know, just trying to have a normal, relaxing time for her.
Yeah.
Because she absolutely needs that. And it goes without saying at this point, right? Like, yes, she called her mother and maybe you don't disagree with it, but my dude, you got to understand why she did that. And you might have to press that button, Josh, that you might have to look at yourself in the mirror and
You need
say,
to take a long look in the mirror, bud.
and, you know, possibly be a better father at this point. You got to form some bond with your kid. And at some point, you're going to have to learn to soothe that kid on your own because both of y'all made that choice to have a kid together and you got to hold up your end of the bargain.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with everything you said. To me, it's like, how dense can you be that you don't understand? Your wife is spending her entire waking day taking care of your child.
Yeah.
And she can't even get 2 minutes of alone time to decompress a little. I mean, she should get way more than that, to be honest. Like,
oh yeah.
And going off of the handing it to your wife because you're both new parents, assuming your wife will understand what to do is wild because you're both new at this.
Exactly.
You're learning together. It's okay to be afraid. I mean, like I'll be terrified if I ever become a father, but
it is a big reason why we don't have kids yet. You know, like we've been together for 10 years and we're both terrified at that point. Cause you know, your whole life is going to change and understandably so. It's like
your whole life should change, John. His has not.
His has not, as she mentioned. But you know, like y'all got to learn it together. You know, take this as a wake up call for you because like if she had to call her mother to like assist her, that should go without saying like, hey, maybe I need to step up a little bit better and communicate that with your partner. It sounds like y'all have like some figuring. No, you have some figuring
I was gonna say.
stuff, some figuring out to do. But you know, I don't think it's too late at this point. It's early in, but my guy, you have to realize the work that you have to put in to help your wife out.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, babies cry, right? I mean,
they do.
Sometimes they cry for some reasons, like they need food or you know they've
diapers,
gone to the washroom or whatever. Yeah. You know, there's a ton of reasons why they could cry. They could also just be crying because they're crying, and that's okay. You can just hold her, rock her until maybe she falls asleep. Like there's so many ways you could have gone about this rather than just being like, problem, you take care of it.
Yeah.
So Reddit deemed not the asshole, and Katie Midscore Kaboom said, "You are not the asshole, but listen, you take your showers, okay? The baby will be fine. She can cry for a few minutes and still be all right. She's not going anywhere, and there's no emergency in a healthy and well-tended baby's life that can't wait 5 minutes for you to wash your hair. I promise. Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, your husband will have some bonding time, which it sounds like he needs. While I'm at it, you should also eat your meals, go to the toilet, and put her down from your arms if you're tired. She'll be fine." And I think that's a good...
It sounds like they got experience. So like that's definitely a valid like advice. Don't take it from us. So
no, that's why I found a commenter.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, it's from the sounds of it, this guy, he don't sound that terrible, but he just has a lot of learning to do.
He sounds dumb, to be honest.
You do sound dumb. You really do.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought that was good advice for new moms.
Yeah.
Your baby can cry.
Had they had multiple kids, then I would probably flame his ass a little harder.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
yeah.
But they're both new parents. So
yeah.
I'm giving them a little bit of sympathy.
Well, for sure, sympathy, but he also has to...
Yeah, he's fucking dumb as shit.
Take the lesson and learn it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
It's your boy Sean coming at